Hey y'all. All right, hey y'all. This is my first stream version of your first year of drum lessons. Welcome to your first year of drum lessons, week 28, I think. Drum pad. We're going to be on the drum set. Don't be afraid. We're still going to work on the drum pad. We're still going to have a view of the drum pad for when we need that. Today's lesson is going to be a little shorter because I am still figuring this stuff all out and I want to see how it goes, and I'm kind of away from my desktop, and so doing live controlling of things is a bit complicated. And I'm kind of trying to learn about 12 new things all at once. So bear with me. Today is going to be a real lesson, but it's going to be a little bit abbreviated than normal. We're going to talk about one kind of overarching subject, which is mainly accents. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into accents. And the way we're going to do that is with Bossa Nova pattern, but also tap rolls, which is a thing that I talked about a lot in drum corps, say it with me, but I don't hear too many people use that phrase anymore. And I love thinking of tap rolls as just my rhythm pattern, right, for when I'm playing rolls. And so first let's think about, if I'm playing a double stroke roll, let me give you what view do we want to give you? Yeah, let's give you this. Okay, so if I'm playing a double stroke roll, right, and I want to play an accent, I can accent the first note of the double stroke. I can accent both notes. But neither of those really stand out in a way that I think makes sense. So what we're going to do is just play a single tap, right? And if you notice, what I'm doing is playing a 32nd note. I'm sorry, so the doubles are 32nd notes. I'm playing a 16th note, right? And so I'm also creating a little bit of space. Let's think about how double strokes work. If this is 1 E and 2 E and so then when I play an accent, I'm going to play 1 E and 2 E and right? So there's a 32nd note worth of space after the accent. And you know, we already do this kind of thing a lot when we do, you know, 6-stroke rolls especially, right? That kind of 16th note to 32nd note thing is built in. But if we want to think about accent or our roll pattern in terms of accents instead of, oh, is that a 5-stroke roll? Is that a 7-stroke roll? Right? If I'm just playing this and I want to play, you know, an accent pattern that's like, I don't know, bum, 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 bum. 3 Blind Mice, right? So, right, I don't have to think, oh, is that a 5-stroke roll? Is that a drag? What is that? I'm just thinking the accent pattern while playing a double stroke roll, right? And so how am I getting from here up to there? I am using basically a version of the level system, which is it's a more kind of Gladstone style accent methodology. Instead of, we're actually gonna talk about the Moeller technique probably for a couple weeks, probably starting next week. But my sort of standard operating procedure when it comes to accents is that pulling from my wrist, right? I'm not really doing too much preparatory motion to get ready for the accent. I'm just kind of lifting and snapping. You can work on that just by playing 16th notes. And then all of a sudden put your roll in. 2, 3, 4. This is one of those times where I think it's important to talk about too. It can be really easy to play that double stroke roll kind of low and kind of like almost sneaky in terms of not giving it its full. So even though I'm playing it low, I'm really trying to keep I'm trying to keep all those doubles super even and, you know, quiet but still powerful. The word, I'm not sure I've told you guys my favorite word yet. So there's a bunch of C words that they taught me in drum corps. Control, you know, composure. I'm not going to be able to think of the whole list now because my favorite one is conviction. And if you don't know, conviction, sort of think of like somewhere between confidence and arrogance, right? When you play something with conviction, it's kind of beyond that level of knowing that you're going to play it right. It's almost like that, if you haven't read the book Effortless Mastery by Kenny Warner, I think, totally read Effortless Mastery. I'm kind of reminded of that principle that there's, what's the word I want? Oh, conviction is not only are you sure you're going to play the right thing, but you also know that whatever you play will be correct, right? It's like kind of next level down. So to get us into this accent thing, we're going to do half of an exercise that we did a couple weeks ago, and there's an extension of it. So this is our 13-16 grid exercise, which just has some rudiments, right? With and this should already be down below as a PDF. We're going to add some rudiments to this 13-16 pattern. We've got 3 3s and a 4, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. There's a tap roll section that I kept from you guys a couple weeks ago, right? And this is a 4-bar pattern. And I'm going to play it for you. It stays with the very bottom, the turnaround goes back to 4, but this tap roll section is still in 13-16, right? So it's a tap and then a 5 and then a tap and then a 5 and then a tap and then a 7, right? And so that's how we turn around. We get oh, I gotta figure it out. I gotta remember for you. Hang on. I'm gonna start from the cheese. Oh, I have it written down wrong. I am so sorry. So it's so here's the pattern. What's wrong in the exercise, the printout, is just the sticking, not the timing. So it is a tap 5, a tap 5, a tap 5, and then a tap 7. Or sorry, a 7 with a tap at the end, and that's how you get the ba da 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 da. right? So oh, did I mention I'm new at this streaming thing? I literally got the camera switcher like 2 days ago, so bear with me. So let's play that again. So yeah, the thing that's linked down below is totally wrong. Don't read that yet. I will update that post. But so we've got, right? So it's 4 tap 5s and then a 16th note to go back into the beginning of the measure, right? And then the next measure starts with the opposite hand. Sorry, that was 5. And then we just and then we go into the turnaround at the bottom, which is in 4/4. Let me play this whole thing for you from the top so you can see, so you can get that 13/16 feeling. I never know how to count this. Two things. So the 16th note triplets in that last measure, we used to do, because this was drum corps after all, and we had to do some sort of something. I really want to try and figure out what I wrote, because whatever I wrote on this sheet is something else. Is that 13/16 too? No, that's 4/4. Okay, so yeah, last night when I was writing this out, my brain found the wrong thing. So what we're doing is actually easier than the thing I wrote. The tap rolls just continue the same 3 3s and a 4. Okay, so that's that. Add the, like I say, I will. So embarrassing on my first live stream lesson. Hey, I'm going to give you the wrong handout. I will fix this and it will be hopefully updated by this evening. Okay, so then the other exercise that I wanted to look at is something that I've seen a few places. I wanted to do my own version of it because sure, whatever. And this is just an accent exercise based on the Bossa Nova pattern that we did a couple weeks ago. And so the first couple lines of this are going to be super simple, right? So first we're going to do the Bossa Nova accents with 8th notes and then 16th notes. And then tap rolls written 2 ways. Is that right? I need to fix this one too. There's no slashes on the rolls here. But bear with me, they're rolls. And then as 16th note triplets, both as single strokes and as double strokes. You know, I've found that making mistakes live is the best way to make fewer mistakes. So, okay, so the first line is super simple. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so just 8th notes, super simple. You can go, you know, as fast as you want. The second line, remember we talked about how the bossa nova usually is a 1-bar pattern. So now the second line is more how you'll see it typically. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. Which is just the same hand pattern as the top line, we're just counting it differently. The third line, now we're going to kind of set up our tap rolls. 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 and a 1 E and 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a. Same thing, line 3 is repeated, so line 1 is repeated in line 2 just faster. Line 3 is repeated in line 4 just faster. And again, this is another one I'll have to fix. And I was so stressed about getting cameras set up and everything that I didn't quite finish the handouts for today. How embarrassing. Oh well. So I know you guys love me because I love you guys. So and so it's all good. Teachers make mistakes too. The live without a net thing is going to be interesting because it's gonna take less time editing, but now I'm going to have more time to prepare your lessons, which actually is very exciting. So the last two examples are 16th note triplets. And what we're going to do, the first example is just super simple. We're going to keep that accent pattern on the 1 and the and the 4 and the 2 and the and, right? The bottom line, we're going to do this doubles pattern with the 16th note triplets that I may play okay-ish. Literally, I wrote this last night. So, and there's one little tricky bit that we'll talk about. Okay, so line 5, 32nd note, 16th note triplets with accents. So 1 triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet. This is going to be a big one when we get to molar in a couple weeks, right? So we're just going to do that accent pattern. 1 triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet. 1 triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4 triplet, and triplet, 1 triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4 triplet, and triplet. And totally I'm like feeling, it's fast, right? Those singles are fast, but totally I'm just feeling the accent pattern, the bossa nova. I'm just trying to feel that, right? I'm not counting one triplet, A triplet, two triplet, one triplet, A triplet, two triplet, A triplet, right? Like you can't. You've got to when you're playing, whether it's a double stroke roll or 16th note triplets, when you're playing like that low pattern, to have like the cushion, because really that's what's going on. Whether it's doubles or singles, you're creating like a cushion, right? Because if you just played you can totally do that, right? But if you're trying to fill out the drum sound, a great way to fill it out is with low sort of chatter, right? Almost white noise. You can do it with a buzz roll too. Multiple bounce roll. I need like a shock collar for when I say buzz roll. But you're just filling in that sound, right? We've talked a lot about making our double strokes really powerful, but a lot of times we want them just to be chatter. Okay, so the bottom exercise is the last 2 lines. I'll number these too when I edit them. That's what I get for finishing the exercises right before bed. I thought they were more finished. I apologize. First live stream lesson, y'all. Okay, so so now we're going to do doubles, but we're going to do doubles still in that 16th note triplet rhythm. So the tricky bit is at the beginning of the end of the first measure into the second measure, there's 2 singles that aren't accented. So let's see if I can play this. So we've got 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet, 1 triplet and triplet. Oh, there's another one. Oh, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. Huh. No. Slower, Penny. Oh, close. Oh. So hopefully you guys get the idea because my demonstration is slow. But so it's the same kind of thing. We're trying to pull that accent out of a chatter. Now we've got like a pattern that we're going to have to work on. I'm going to have to work on it too. Did I mention I haven't had enough time to prepare these lessons for y'all, and that's why we're shifting to live streaming? Because it's true. All right, so yeah, I've pretty much written them, and sometimes I'll end up like having a couple goes at it and editing out the ones where it stinks. So that's going to change, which means I'm going to have to, it's good news because I'm going to have more time to prepare, but I'm actually also going to need to prepare because we're doing these live. So let me go a little slower. Almost got it. So 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. Oh. Oh. I want to accent that left. Oh, a little slower. Oh, you get the idea. I won't make you watch me learn it. But so so yeah, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into accents today. Like I say, either next week or the week after, we're going to start our talk on molar. And molar is almost like a spiritual, religious conversation to have with people. So I will tell you, spoiler alert, I think molar is a really interesting technique to practice and then never ever think of when you're actually playing, right? Um, yep, that's I feel even I feel like molar is even less useful as its own dealie than finger control. I think both finger control and molar are things to practice, techniques to practice, like kind of as isolating parts of technique that are not techniques in and of themselves. And I have no idea how controversial that is. Maybe everybody knows that. Maybe I'm just out on a ledge. Okay, so so no one's commented. So so this will be available like all our lessons are. Feel free to tell me what you think about the quality of the stream. Is the audio synced? I can check that too, obviously. But yeah, thoughts, comments. This week I would love to hear them even more than normal, right? Friday's lesson is also going to be a live stream. Sometime this weekend, I'm going to be launching my Patreon page. One of the perks is that you're going to be able to watch these lessons live. And if you're not a patron, you'll get them a week later as a replay of the live stream. But that will start probably next week. So just heads up on that. And anything else? I don't think there's any other logistic stuff. Thanks for watching my lesson. Lots of stuff is going to change about the lessons as we go forward with the live streaming lessons. So yeah. It'd be funny if this recorded terribly or has no sound or something funny like that. Wouldn't that be funny? Is my lav muted? Oh, I can't even tell. Anyway, all right. So I will see you guys Friday for our next live stream, our first live stream drum set lesson, where you're going to get views like this. Woohoo! Look at that. Isn't that hip? Woo! All right. So, so yeah, I will repair both of our handouts and re-upload both of them, and they will be available down below in the doobly-doo. All of these lessons, whether they're pre-recorded, which the first half of the year was, or live stream, which it looks like our second half of the year is going to be, will be a part of the Your First Year of Drum Lessons playlist. So you can go through and watch them all. And I think we've gotten to the point where we're going to keep introducing some new topics for the rest of the year, but a thing we're also going to do is kind of dive deeper into some of the things that we've talked about already. We have not seen the last of our rudiments, for example, right? Rudiments are going to be coming back in a big way. So if you tolerated my first live stream lesson, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if it was super, super, super crazy bad, you could give me a thumbs down. Either way, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel and ring the little bell so you get notified when I upload videos. Yeah. All right, that's going to do it for today. I will see you all on Friday. Oh yeah, I should plug things, shouldn't I? So tomorrow I am going to be taking over the TRX Cymbals Instagram feed for the day as part of their Female Drummers Takeover. And I'm going to be talking about, I got a bunch of ride cymbals with my first batch of TRX cymbals, and I'm going to just talk a little bit about the different cymbals, the different manufacturing styles, and the different weights, and doing some quick demonstrations. And I'm even going to do a live stream performance tune. So be sure to follow TRX Cymbals Instagram, at least tomorrow, but all the time too. And if I don't see you there, I will see you on Friday for our first live drum set lesson. All right. Take care, you guys. I love you all very much. Take it easy. Bye.